Hello and welcome back to Nekapon Gaming. Today we'll be covering the newish banner that came out last Friday, Edacious Tiger's Curse. This Grimoire features a very nice looking Alice in Sorcerer. Alice, with her book and 3 other weapons, are featured on this Grimoire with appearance rate of 0.666% rate up per featured weapon. The banner ends on the 3rd of November and it'll include the Medal of Desire 10s. Before we start, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and join us on Discord if you want to chat about SINoALICE. That link will be down below in the description. Alright, so luckily this is a step grimoire, so if you do want to pull on it, you will get a featured SR weapon at step 5. However, before we start pulling on this, let's take a look at everything. Alice herself is a Sin class called Gluttonous Tiger Sorcerer, so she will have some elemental play in the story stages, along with the 1.5% debuff effect at support level 10. She comes with 100 magic defense, 100 magic attack, and physical attack. Her support skill is at level 6 with 800 magic attack and 1.5% debuff effect at level 10, so make sure you do level her up the moment you get her. With her level 1 Arcana, you can get 400 HP, and then with her level 2 Arcana, you can get her support skill that gives you 800 magic defense when you have her in your support classes. Even though this does give you 800 magic defense, with the 2nd Arcana, I really don't recommend using extra crystals to get either of the Arcanas. Myself being a sorcerer, of course this class is very important to have in my opinion, especially because of that 1.5 debuff effect. But on top of that, I think she also looks really freaking cool. So if you look in here, you'll see her entire class illustration, and she has this like sash going on the outside that's kind of transparent. And you can see on the inside that her outfit is actually just like straps. And then down here, they have this tiger motif at the end of her, I guess her outfit, her outer outfit right here. So I think overall this outfit is super cool. She looks really nice. I really like the design of it. Let's take a look at her book as well. This is her book, Sealed Writ of Hunger Kageuchi. This is an 18 cost win tome with Gathered Thirst 1 for the story skill that reduces physical defense and magical defense of 1 to 2 enemies. The effectiveness will depend on how many win affinity gear is equipped in your main set. And we also have the Colosseum skill here that's Incantation of Submission 3 that greatly reduces physical and magical defense of 1 to 2 enemies. The Colosseum support skill is Destroyer Armor 2 that has a chance to slightly reduce the physical and magical defense of 1 enemy in the vanguard when giving support. All in all, this book is definitely skippable, with nothing really too interesting on it. Personally, I'd recommend just using Medal of Desires to redeem the class if you're playing Sorcerer. Also, a kind reminder that the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius collab is coming in just a few days. On the 27th, we'll hear more about it soon, so I think it'd be smart to wait and see what that has to offer and if it will actually offer Medal of Desire 10s so that we can claim this class later. Luckily, there is some overlap between the Edacious Tiger Grimoire and also when the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius banners are maybe released or have more information about, so we can actually make our decision then. The point here is to not rush into this at all because our crystals should be saved for the collab. Next we have the Helix Blade. This is an 18 cost wind sword. It has Gale of Assault 4 for both the story and Colosseum skill that deals massive physical damage to 1 enemy and slightly increases your own physical attack. The Colosseum support skill is Dauntless Courage 2. There's really nothing too interesting about this blade, so this is entirely skippable. The 3rd weapon is Keeper's Clarinet. This is a 19 cost fire instrument. It has Champion's Harmony 3 for the story, which greatly increases the physical attack and physical defense of 1 to 2 allies. In Colosseum, we have again Champion's Harmony, but the Overture version and also at tier 3, which again increases the physical attack and defense of 1 to 2 allies, but in this case it also increases the effect of it from the beginning of Colosseum until the 5 minutes before it ends. And the Colosseum support skill is Destroyer Weapon 2 with a chance to reduce physical and magical attack of 1 enemy in the vanguard when giving support. This weapon does have rather high P attack, which is great for the skills that it's matched up with. Now, I believe this is the first time we've come in contact with Overture weapons, and Overture does make this weapon much more powerful in the first 15 minutes of the Colo fight, but the effects are slightly weaker than what a Finality weapon would do in the last 5 seconds of a Colosseum fight. However, I feel like the last 5 minutes is really the most crucial part of a fight, so that makes finale weapons that much more exciting to have. In the case of Overture weapons, I think this could still be good for a team that has a lot of physical vanguards in it, but it does have the support skill of Destroy Weapon 2, which I think highly diminishes the value of this weapon. So I think this is skippable as well in my opinion, especially if you have a magical or hybrid guild, and because we are getting the Red Riding Hood Sin Minstrel tomorrow, so I would rather use crystals on that if we're going to roll. The last weapon is going to be Windslicer's Halberd. This is an 18 cost polearm with Gale of Exorcism 3 for the story skill that deals great magical damage to 1-2 enemies. We also have another interesting Colosseum skill here. We have Lethal Evil Thunder 3, deals magical damage to 1-2 enemies, and the effects are increased the lower your SP. The Colosseum support skill here is Mental Focus 2, that has a chance of increasing your own magic attack when attacking. Again, we have another interesting skill here. The Lethal Evil Thunder is stronger when your SP is low, so you've got to be patient when using this weapon and save it until you're low to attack with this weapon. For reference on how strong this actually is, a regular Gale of Exorcism 3 will have a multiplier of 2.3. Now a bell weapon, meaning a weapon skill that's affected by nightmares when you're using bell skills, will increase the multiplier from a 2.1 base to a 2.52 when bell is active. For the Lethal Evil Thunder 3, you're gonna have a base of a really low 1.6 and up to a really high 2.64, so it does become even stronger than an actual activated bell weapon when you're really low in SP. Unfortunately, the weapon comes with Mental Focus 2 as the support skill, so of course it's not Dauntless Courage, and the Colo skill itself, in my opinion, is actually really hard to time effectively with the rest of your team, so this is actually a skip from me as well. Alright, that is all from me today. I hope we do hear more about the Final Fantasy collab soon, as I'm very interested to see how they're going to change things up for the global release, and if they're going to combine the two releases from the JP versions. Good luck to everyone in World Colo, and thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.